Good morning. What's good, my good people, my Manchester United fans, my football fans everywhere? Man, was a disappointing Euro finals for the English. They could have done better with the best team on paper, but it wasn't to be, guys. The Spanish were just too strong and they won it in 90 minutes. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments, guys. It's your boy, Mark and MUFC fan. It's the morning news, Manchester United news, and some views. It's your boy, guys. You know what it is. Early stream. Sorry that I'm 5 minutes late, but you know what it is, guys. I gotta do the business, and it's just a bit funny, guys. There's lots to be talked about. Of course, there's transfers to be incoming. The confirmation of Xerxes coming in yesterday on Sunday was huge, guys. Manchester United are facing Rosenborg today. We'll be going into a match preview at not just before 1 p.m. UK, let's say around 12:30 UK time. Definitely will bring in you a report on the match preview for the United game as we take on Rosenborg today. We'll give you a bit of a preview into the squad and the possible lineup in the stream as well. Give some slight updates on what's going on with the transfers, guys, because you never know. There might be some deals confirmed today where you get terms agreed on maybe one, maybe two, or possibly even three players. You might also hear that more news on the bid that we placed for that defender from Fenerbahce, and I'm talking about Ferdi Kadioglu. Guys, it's getting really interesting. Also, the loan deal for Xavi Simons, it could be decided today, and we could be seeing Xavi Simons coming to United for next season with a possible obligation to buy. Guys, smash those likes, get in the comments, let me know what you're thinking. It's your boy, Mark and MUFC fan, and you know what it is, guys. And guys, let's get into some of these stories. I know you're coming right in. Let me just check on you. Big up to you, J United, my brother. Hope you're well. Big up to all of you watching. Don't forget to smash the likes, guys. It really helps the channel grow. I've been seeing some growth over the last days, and I have to thank you all for coming in, watching the streams, leaving your comments, and smashing your likes. But I'm asking you guys, please share it around, smash the like, share it on Twitter if you have a chance. Help the channel grow. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers and let's try to smash 25 to 50 likes on this stream. Guys, if you're watching in the non-live section, smash the like. Don't forget it, guys. Leave your comments. Let me know what you're thinking, and let's get into this really quickly. As you know, guys, there's been some reports that we might just be in for Goncalo Ignacio. I've been reporting on Ignacio since the winter window last season, because he was one of those players our scouts have been looking at very intensely, but we were thinking that maybe he might be too expensive. Now there's a recently information we have made some interest and made a verbal approach for the player, but Liverpool is also pursuing him. But guys, if you watch the streams, you'd remember that I've been saying Goncalo Ignacio wants Manchester United. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see if this is possible, because as you know, guys, Goncalo Ignacio is a top player. He's wanted across Europe, and it's going to be interesting to see if Man United can land him. You know that our hopes of landing Jared Brantwaite have hit a roadblock, with Everton agreeing a deal to Aston Villa to sell Amadou Onana. Now, this means that we won't be having that option to us, but it's going to be possible that we might be able to get it at some point in time later on, maybe next season, maybe in the winter window. But Goncalo Ignacio seems to be the guy we have chosen to replace him. And as the report states, Manchester United could face missing out on yet another centre-back target, as bitter rivals Liverpool are plotting a move for Sporting Lisbon's Goncalo Ignacio. The Red Devils are reportedly on the verge of tying up a deal for Matthijs de Ligt, but are clearly looking to bring in at least two central defenders this summer. A bid has already been sent and accepted by Lille for Lenny Euro, but he still needs to make a decision on his future, with Real Madrid widely reported as his preferred destination. So that deal is still 50-50, guys. In addition, United's pursuit of Evertons Brantwaite hit a brick, as Amadou Onana to Aston Villa for valuation, you know what I mean? And they're going to want 70 million pounds. And that's the interesting part. So Ignacio might be the guy that we really have to get. We have already expressed interest in the 22-year-old. However, reports from Portugal outlets suggest that a potential move may also prove a complicated pursuit. Ojogo claims that Liverpool and new coach Arne Slot wants defensive reinforcements, with Virgil van Dijk's future up in the air and Joel Matip having already departed the club. It is stated that wanted by several Premier League clubs, and now that he's at the top of Liverpool's target, he has become a priority to sign. As well as United, Arsenal and Newcastle are also said to be monitoring the defender ahead of this summer move. However, the Reds have not an easy task to secure the defender, as he is protected by a €60 million release clause and a contract valid until 2027. It has also been relayed here in the past that Sporting are not interested in a negotiation and will refer to the release clause if any club wants to prize away their defensive gem. United will hope that they don't need to get involved in this race, as Euro will have already agreed to join, but at the moment, it may appear that they are second favourites to Madrid. One thing in United favours is that despite PSR restrictions, they have always been able to outspend their arch rivals. So it's possible that the club may likely be able to afford the release clause more readily than Liverpool. In addition, the fact United have offered 50 million for Brantwaite and reported a 50 million euro for Euro, it doesn't seem to be a far stretch to suggest that they have 60 million euros available to trigger Ignacio's release clause should they turn to the defender. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to smash a like on your way in, guys, and smash the like on the way out for those of you who are watching that don't yet think they like the show. But it's okay, guys. You know what it is. Welcome to one and all. Whatever your opinions are, leave them in the comments, guys, because it's going to be interesting. Let's get into some more news, and it's going to be interesting to see what's going on, because as you know, there might be some reports that Fulham might be eyeing up Scott McTominay. Being discussed, Euroclub chief confirms that they are negotiating a fee for one of Ten Hag's trusted lieutenants. After finalizing Joshua Zirkzee's arrival and advancing in negotiations for Matthijs de Ligt, Manchester United Chiefs are poised to turn their attention to the outgoings and hope to recruit some money back. So far, United have made just 5.4 million from player sales this summer, and the 5 million came from Benfica, choosing to activate Alvaro's buyback clause. Just 419,000 was generated from Donny van de Beek's permanent move to Girona, with the add-ons not yet triggered. So young defender Willy Kwambala is expected to join Villarreal imminently and have completed his medical test in Spain yesterday. United have signed off on an 8.5 million package, which includes a sell-on and a buyback option. Now, according to Turkish outlet Tactic Mania, Galatasaray are looking to accelerate efforts to try to sign Scott McTominay. Ibrahim Hapitoglu, a member of the club's board of directors, said their pursuit over the weekend. Scott McTominay's transfer fee is being discussed. McTominay could bid farewell to Old Trafford. The previous reports have suggested that while McTominay is one of Ten Hag's most trusted lieutenants, the United are open to moving him on for the right price. The fact that he's not guaranteed a starting role heading into 24-25 campaign will presumably make him consider cutting ties with his boyhood club as well. As the 27-year-old Carrington graduate, any fee the Reds receive would be straight profit. So this is another club, guys, coming in from Scott McTominay. Galatasaray as well. It's going to be interesting to see what goes on there. You know, we also know that Fulham might be interested in him because they just sold Palhinha to Bayern Munich. So let's just see how the window goes. I bet in the next few days we're going to hear some here we goes out and here we goes in. I would put my money on we're getting the 3 signings that you see on this thumbnail in the next coming days. As you know, Ugarte has finished playing the third place playoff, and he's already in negotiations. The green light has been given to Manchester United, so it's just a matter of time before Ugarte is a Manchester United player. It's also going to be interesting because, you know, Matthijs de Ligt also took a huge pay cut to come to Manchester United. So, you know, he only wants United. The deal between clubs are said to have been struck verbally. It's now just for the official offer to be put in place. Finalized details of the extended payments are being hashed out, and it's going to be interesting to see when it's announced that Matthijs de Ligt has signed for Manchester United. You know what I mean, guys? Let's get into this to some more news, guys. Another defense's opportunity. Manchester United tracking both Miguel Gutierrez and Milos Kerkez. As you know, the bid for Ferdi Kadioglu has been rebuffed by Fenerbahce. £21 million. They're asking for somewhere in the region of £27 million in return. as a second offer. So if we're going to spend that much, we might as well look at Miguel Gutierrez and Milos Kerkez. Miguel Gutierrez, a proven defender in the La Liga last season, very, very good for Girona, helping earn the team a berth in the Champions League this season, and he has been one of their top performers throughout the season. He's attached to Real Madrid. They have a sell-on clause activated as well as a buyback for 8 million euros, but it is said that the Los Blancos are not going to trigger that option and will just receive money from his sale. The reports are that, Miguel Gutierrez has a 30 million pound release clause. Will United trigger it? That's something that we might see in the coming days. Milos Kerkez starred in for his team in the Euros as well after a great performance for Bournemouth in his maiden season in the Premier League. And we have already added Joshua Zirkzee, guys, so don't forget. So the movements are happening. The left back was incredibly different for us last season, so it's going to be interesting to see what we do. Shaw had a very decent game last night. In my opinion, he looked pretty good. But also, he is injury prone, so we cannot really depend on him. And Terrell Malacia, remember I spoke to you guys a week ago and I told you he had a surgery a few weeks ago in Holland and has been recuperating and has been going through rehabilitation. Well, the surgery has seemed to be successful, guys, because Malacia has been reported to be in training on grass, not with the ball yet, but in actual physical impact training. As you can see, he was running. He still has the bandage on his knee there, but, maybe, just maybe, he might be getting himself fit to join the squad after the first few games. It's going to be interesting to see what he has to offer. As you know, he played in the 22-23 season. He came in for 12 million euros. He was a very good signing, in my opinion. I think it was both good on the price and the potential. He has played well. I won't say that he pulled up trees, but he did decent for himself. He played right back at some point as well during the time and was offering a lot to the team. And we all were saying he could push on in the following season and develop into a better player. But unfortunately was injured, guys. The Italian journalist also provided information more on Kerkez, and he said, with Kerkez, we want to add a left back, but it's not going to be easy because Bournemouth will want to keep the player, and maybe they might try to ask for a very high fee. So it's going to be interesting. You know what I mean? We are hearing Kerkez is open to leaving the Vitality Stadium to move to Old Trafford, but it's also going to be interesting to see what is happening with this. Because as you know before, reports were that United are willing to spend somewhere in the region of £25 million for a left back this summer. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Big up to you, Stretty Post. Hope you're well, my brother. And big up to you, Shea Arsenal fan. You know what it is, guys. Just trying to bring the news. I don't make it, but it's really interesting to see what is on offer at the current moment. Congratulations to Lisandro Martinez and Argentina, as well as young Alejandro Garnacho coming home with the Copa America. I'm so sorry I can't be congratulating Luke Shaw and Kobe Mainoo this morning, but it's going to be interesting to see what's happening. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's going to be very interesting to see what is going on and some latest reports as well coming in. And guys, for me, this is one of the players that I would definitely like to come into the club. But there has been reports coming out today that Adrien Rabiot is no longer a target for Manchester United. However, I would like to say take it with a pinch of salt, probably based on my own selfishness. But, let's get into the story, guys. Manchester United reportedly out of the race to sign free agent Adrien Rabiot, with the Red Devils looking to bolster the midfield this summer. They have been linked to Benfica's João Neves, but the Portuguese side's valuation is 100 million. A more realistic option was that of Manuel Ugarte, who is said to be keen on the move. However, another player that has been constantly linked to the club over the last 2 summers, Rabiot now seems unlikely to journey to to take a similar journey to the Uruguayan. There was a report yesterday that United had been approached alongside Premier League rivals Arsenal and Liverpool by the Frenchman's agent to negotiate a deal, but recent reports from Italy have distanced United from the race. La Gazzetta dello Sport said that Juve has done everything possible, going so far as to guarantee him a 2-year contract with an option for a third at more or less the same sum received before, 7.5 million plus in bonuses, and I'm talking euros. So, guys, that's somewhere in the region of 5 point something million euros a season or 4 point something million euros a season. It's going to be interesting to see what Man United do. Maybe we offer him 5 million, 0.5, which would be trumping that by 2 or 3 million a season. I think that's going to be interesting. But this report claims that the midfielder has broke his promise to Juventus by not clarifying his future before the Euro 2024 tournament, and that they have no contact with him since he became a free agent at the start of the month. The outlet goes on to say, in recent weeks, enticed by the midfielder's free transfer situation, various teams have inquired with his entourage or with difficult mother Veronique, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Galatasaray, Milan, and Roma. Meetings which for now have not led to Rabiot to sign with anyone. The fact that the 5 teams are mentioned and United aren't one likely suggests that the Red Devils have given up on signing the midfielder. In addition, by mentioning his difficult mother and the fact that the other 5 meetings, none of the deals of the teams have found a deal, Rabiot's financial request remains excessive, and as this has also killed the deal with United in 2022. What's more, the 29-year-old is looking for the last big contract and is unlikely to be high up on Ineos' priority list given how the type of transfer has failed at Old Trafford in the past decade. Ugarte, at 23 years old, is young, hungry, and ready to prove himself. Is much more in line with the profile of signing that United have been linked to under the new owners, and truthfully, it makes a lot more sense. And I won't disagree with that, guys. What are your thoughts? Let me know on this information. It might be interesting to see what Ugarte does. If this deal goes through today, we might be hearing terms agreed in the next few hours. As you know, Manchester United are also getting ready to face Rosenborg today at 5 p.m. UK time. It's going to be interesting to see how that develops. You know, a little bit of other news as well, guys. I'm going to just jump in to drop this off to you guys really quickly. Just a little bit of late interesting, I thought was interesting, you know. Man United was one step away from signing £34 million star who now wants to join UCL Giants. And that is Jean-Claire Todibo, guys, that wants to join Juventus this summer. His move to Manchester United was blocked to UEFA rules. And according to Gazzetta dello Sport, the France international was a top target for the Red Devils last summer, but the deal did not materialize due to a lack of funds. United were hoping to part ways with Harry Maguire, but the former captain opted to stay and fight for his future. Gazzetta dello Sport also revealed that Todibo was one step away from joining the Red Devils this summer. The club was prepared to pay the $34 million asking price, but the move was blocked by UEFA due to concerns over the ownership. United and Nice are currently controlled by Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos. With both teams competing in Europa League next season, there's apparently been an agreement with UEFA that no transfers will be completed between them this summer. Todibo was reportedly frustrated with the block transfer, has now told Nice that he wants to join Juventus. And the former Barcelona man has already agreed terms with the Bianconeri over a long-term contract. Juventus have recently proposed to sign Todibo on loan with an option to buy, which was turned down by sporting director Cristiano Guintoli, and is now trying to find a different solution to reach an agreement with Nice. United might be set to miss out on Todibo as well. It's going to be interesting, guys. That bit of news coming in there. I'm pretty interested to figure out what's going on there as that story develops today. But let's get into the meat, the interesting part of today, because Man United are back and it's pre-season, my brothers and sisters. And you know what? We're going to see real football again, Compost. Yes, we are, broski. You already know it's the biggest part of the day. I'm so happy and excited. I already have my kit on. You know what I mean? I had one of these on yesterday as well, but at the same time, you know what it is, guys. I had to come on and celebrate. But I also have to leave for work, guys, so I will be leaving in the next 5 minutes. But I just wanted to bring this last bit of information to you to tell you about the tie that's happening today, which will be covered live on this channel. We will bring you the watch along, guys, because you know we've done it for the Europa, we've done it for the Copa, but we only really do it for Man United, my brothers and sisters. So you know what's going on. Yeah, we all united as one. Rosenborg versus Manchester United. The prediction, the kickoff time, the TV, the live stream, the news, the H2H results, and the odds, my guys. Let's go. What up to the ladies in the chat? Big up to all of you coming in. I know it's an early stream, so you might have not expected me to be live, but I'm here, guys, and I'm about to finish. The 2024-25 season takes a step closer today as United begin their preseason at Rosenborg. The training for the new campaign has been underway for most clubs for a little while, and preparations are gently being ramped up. Despite last season not seeming so long ago, Euro 2024 finishing less than 24 hours before this friendly, United will take a youthful side to Norway for the first of 5 friendlies this summer, which features trips to Edinburgh, Los Angeles, and South Carolina before the Community Shield just in under a month's time. Rosenborg are midway through their season and are 8th in the Elitserien. The date, the time, the kickoff, and the venue. Rosenborg versus Manchester United, 5 p.m. BST, which is, 5 p.m. UK. Monday, today, July 15, guys. The match will take place at Lekandal Stadion in Trondheim, Norway. Erik ten Hag gets back to work in the Man United dugout. Guys, these are some of the channels where you can watch the game. In the UK, it will be televised live on MUTV. Live stream fans can also catch the concept live on the MUTV app and website. You can follow all the action today as well at Standard Sports Live blog. Guys, Rosenborg versus Man United team news. Naturally, none of the United players involved in either the Euros or the Copa will travel to Norway. The squad making the flight has not yet been named, but I have some interesting information to you guys because there are certain guys that are going to be available, and I have just confirmed this with the Manchester United website as well. Let me bring this in really quickly. As you can see, Malacia is alive, guys. He is here, he is there, and he will be everywhere again soon. Guys, the confirmed traveling squad for Manchester United is goalkeepers Eli Harrison. Look out for this youngster because I'm telling you guys, he might be the 3rd choice this season. Radel Vitek is there, Dermot Mee, and the defenders are Harry Amas, Sonny Joffrey, Reece Bennett, Johnny Evans, Will Fish, Lewis Jackson, Sam Murray, Habib Ogunai. Look out for him. Look out as well for Maximilian Oyedele. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is always there, guys. Midfielders, Casemiro, Toby Collier. Pay attention to him. He's going to be very good today, I think. You need to look at this youngster because he will possibly be in the team going through next season. Jack Fletcher. Look at Jack, guys. I know you remember the last name. Yes, he is the son of the former Fletcher who played for Manchester United. Him and his twin brother, but his twin brother is recovering from injury, so he may not be able to be in the team. But Jack Fletcher is there. Hannibal is back, guys. Hopefully he learned his lesson in Spain and is here with a more, composed mentality that's going to help his qualities bloom because he has all the talent in the world, guys. Just a little bit too hot under the colors for my liking. Samuel Mather after just receiving his new contract. And of course, guys, Mason Mount, James Scanlon. Look out for James Scanlon, guys. I've been talking about him for the longest while. He is very, very good attacking midfielder. He can play anywhere across the midfield and in attack as well. He's very, very good in link-up play. Look out for him. He might remind you of someone that we're linked to on loan. Maybe not exactly at that physicality level yet, but he's very good. Another player to look at is our next second coming of a both-footed winger, and that's Ethan Wheatley's, guys. The both-footed winger in Ethan Wheatley. He can also play left wing back. He can play left wing and he can play right wing. He's very, very good with both feet, and you have seen him before in last season preseason. Ethan Ennis is also in the squad. Youngster, you will be seeing a lot of him. Joe Hugel, Marcus Rashford is there as well, and Ethan Wheatley, guys. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. As you know, there are some other guys that will be in the squad. They may not be featuring tomorrow or today, you know what I mean? But they will be featuring over the preseason campaign. It's going to be very interesting, guys. You know what I mean? I hope all this information was useful to you. And as we face Rosenborg, guys, let's go back here. Some of the head-to-head information, right? Harry Maguire has featured in preseason, but is not clear yet to fit to play. That's why he's not in the team. News Joshua Zirk's signing is not expected to be there today as well, as he will probably be having a week and a half off for relaxation after coming back from Euros, guys. You know what I mean? Mason Mount, Andre Onana will be available as well. You know what I mean? The two teams have previously met competitively in a 1-1 draw. They have played 2 friendlies, however, with United winning 3-2 in 1992 and 8-0 in 1977. So, guys, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And let's see if the game is a good game. United are looking to ramp up their production and their performances, get themselves ready for preseason to begin. It's going to be interesting to see how the formation looks, what type of football we play, and what Erik ten Hag does. So let's see what's going on with preseason. Have an open mind, guys, because you know what? It's not the full squad yet, but we should be seeing some and a little bit of what it's going to be like in the season. Big up to everyone coming in. Big up to you, Manu Tata. Football is football. Luman, big up to you as well, my broski. Darkro, what's going on? Bro, you know, you must get excited. I'm happy for the lad, bro. He spent a year out with just injury and surgery and stress, my brother. So it must be something like a weight has been lifted off his shoulders as well. So that's what I'm most excited for. Big up to you, Matata United. What's the point of watching C-Man United? You know what? The thing is, a lot of these youngsters, they need your support as well. They are very talented. You know, a lot of you guys watch all these different leagues and all these different players. And if you look at some of the youngsters coming through, you might see someone like a Kobe maybe playing in a different position that you never knew that we had. And it might give you some hope to see what can be in the squad for the next season. You know what I mean? And also you can see some of the players and see what they might bring and offer, if they might be added to the squad, because this is also their opportunity to give Man United a decision to make on whether they make the final squad that starts the season. So it's interesting, guys. Big up to you. Big up to Will Man United coming in. I feel sorry for Kobe. We have you back this season. Manu, don't worry, you'll get an international trophy soon. Well, bro, he's probably going to win the Europa League this season and defend the FA Cup and maybe play UCL next season. So it's going to be interesting to see what goes on. He didn't have the chance this season because he was injured. But, you know, Kobe Manu is a top talent, a very, very good youngster. You know what I mean? Yes, we will get more success, Kobe. United, we love you. 100%, broski. 100%. 100%, broski. I'm probably going to get the Manu in the new red kit as well, bro. So it's going to be interesting. I'm going to give him some support this season. You know, I backed him last season. But guys, I would like to thank you all for joining me. I got to cut and leave, and I will be back a bit later but to bring you the preview to the game. So the link is already created, guys. If you have the time, get in, smash a like. Let me know what you're thinking. It's going to be very interesting. We'll get into that match preview later when there's more news out on the actual team traveling and the team listings, and I will be bringing that to you live. Also, there might be some updates on the midday. You never know. Man United is doing some business, so you might hear some terms agreed today. Don't forget the Ugarte deal is still on and the green light has been given as well from PSG. So it might be interesting to see what goes on with that today, as well as more information coming out from the Matthias de Ligt deal. He could be already on his way to Manchester United to prepare for a medical that might have been scheduled this week. Can't confirm this yet, but there are some reports coming out in Germany this morning. And as well, guys, you know we are in for Lenny Euro. Hopefully he makes a decision this week. It might not be positive, but it could be, because it's still, in my opinion, a 50-50. There's also some more news coming out that we had made a bid for Ferdi Kadioglu. Let's see how that progresses. There's also information coming that we might be in for Goncalo Ignacio. It will be left to be seen if we meet his release clause. Guys, big up to all of you joining me. Thank you so much. Don't forget to smash a like on your way out and share it around, guys, if you have the time. It's been your boy, Mark and MUFC fan, with the morning news, morning views, Manchester United updates, guys. You know what it is. Smash a like. Oh.